Welcome back, guys, to Triangle Strategy, where last episode we cleaned up the mess of royalists within House Wolffort as Patriot attempted to escape upon its defeat, with Anna and Milo giving chase as our spies slew the plotting noble. With Simon's injuries too grave, however, he passed after sharing a secret that Sereno was actually the son of King Regna and true heir to Glenbrook's throne, bringing Part 2 to an end and starting Part 3, Fate, which after returning to Whiteholme to share news, we've learned that the Aesfrost army gathers at the Grand Norzellian Mines.
Now the game's taking us to all the places and all the things that it mentioned earlier. Meanwhile, inside the mines.
Extraction is nearly finished. We've secured the amount we were told. Seems such a waste to just leave the rest.
Don't think Archduke Gustadolf gives two shites. Hurry it up. We need to be done here before Glenbrook catches on to us.
Sir.
So fate is complete. Was that Benedict in a... Was that Benedict's voice actor doing a different voice for that guard? Just sounded familiar, weirdly. A quick chapter setting the scene. So not only has now Simon's coma been resolved, but we finally head back to the Grand Norzellian Mines. It's time for the other reveal, or more to the point, the very convenient moment where we go, oh yeah, look, what that book says, it is real. That's pretty much what's going on, right? Our confirmation.
Roland and House Wolffort succeed in reclaiming Glenbrook, but they cannot rest easy, for new dilemmas threaten to tear the kingdom apart. For one, the secret of Serenoa's birth come to light with Lord Simon's passing. Meanwhile, the newly crowned King Roland struggles to reconcile his ideals with reality after punishing the royalists. Finally, there's the truth about the Roselle and the untapped salt crystals buried within the earth, revealed in a book to Frederica from her late mother. None of these revelations have an easy solution. As all parties discuss the matters, they receive word that the survivors of the Aesfrosti army are gathering at the Grand Norzellian Mines. Forced to put all else aside to focus on driving out their foe, Serenoa and his comrades steel themselves for battle.
Chapter 16, Sleep My Friend. What?
The remnants of the Aesfrosti forces are gathering at the Grand Norzellian Mines. Or perhaps I should say they are rallying there, preparing to defend it to the last.
Something tells me you're right. Gustadolf may have used Lord Dragan's murder as pretext for invading Glenbrook. Yet I believe his true aim was to seize control, not of our kingdom, but of the mines.
Once Glenbrook fell to them, Aesfrost did indeed continue mining operations, with notable zeal. Apparently, they transported huge shipments of what they excavated to the duchy, too.
You mean iron ore? One would assume as much, but we do not know for certain. They say only a chosen few were allowed to have anything to do with the mining or transport.
Odd, ain't it? Granted, the iron from the Grand Norzellian Mines is supposed to be decent stuff.
But the Duchy has access to plenty of other iron mines of comparable quality. They've certainly no need to go to such pains to obtain resources from this one.
You reckon there's something special about it?
What my mother wrote of must be true.
I've returned from scouting the Grand Norzellian Mines. There were no signs of miners or couriers anywhere. The enemy's numbers do not appear that great, but the soldiers were occupied with some task within the mine. I cannot say exactly how many they are.
Thank you, Hewitt. Well done. Well, there you have it. The Aesfrosti army is scheming something at the mines. Whatever they are planning, we cannot allow them to continue unchallenged.
Then let us reclaim the Grand Norzellian Mines. And in doing so, we shall discover the Duchy's aims in due course.
It was so close to. I guess they don't want to state it outright at this point in time on the basis of, well, you know, keep it under wraps for maybe the players that haven't quite got it yet. Meanwhile, we've got more goodies here. It looks like Anna's a new one on the board. So we've not done a character story in a while. We've got the encampment to visit and more. So let's get a little bit in. Anna searches for answers about her parents, and Eridor seems to know more than he lets on.
Under this tree.
This here's the land of the Jax clan. Or used to be, more like. That clasp on your chest, that's their sigil, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a memento from my parents. Or so I was told.
Aye, now that I'm looking for it, I can see the resemblance. Same silvery hair and everything. Villages near here met with a pretty terrible fate. They begged the armies to spare their fields. The only one who listened was one of House Wolffort's bannermen. No one was surprised, big war hero that he was. But by the time we got here, the Jax had been all but exterminated. He was digging graves for the dead, enemy and all. A hero and a gentleman he was. Names on the tip of my tongue.
Benedict.
Aye, that was it. Do you know the man? I'd like you to pass on my gratitude, if you do.
Thanks for showing me the way.
Your coin's all the thanks I require. If that's all you'll be needing me for, I'll leave you to it.
You make a poor stalker.
Ain't exactly what I'm built for.
You fought in the battle here, didn't you?
Benedict swore me to secrecy. But suppose it ain't break an oath if you already know. Oh, but first I ought to tell you. You've the right to the truth. And those ain't my words. They're his. That's why he never tried to stop you from finding out about your parents.
You know of their fate?
We drove the enemy up the cliff top. Cornered him there. The same instant we cut their leader down, a babe cried out in the distance. In the hideout, we found you, all swaddled up. A letter pinned to you with that same clasp on your chest.
Live strong, Anna. Stronger than any. I see now.
Your family died at our hands. If it's vengeance you want, you can take it out on me.
That doesn't sound like the Eridor I know. Do you think so little of me? To assume I would forsake my friend, bloody my hands with revenge. I know the truth at last. That is enough.
Is it, Anna? Or are you forcing it to be?
Don't be a fool. Benedict is the one who raised me. If I ever want for a father, I know where to find him. When we've won this war, I shall make sure he understands that.
An interesting conflicted skit there, wasn't it? So Eridor Benedict et al. Killed her parents, found her, raised her. By the way, I'm going to say, with that backstory, it is very ballsy for Benedict to raise her as an assassin. Oh yes, this little girl might want revenge on me one day. I will teach her in all the ways to do it. But she does understand that it was a conflict. Things took place. That they are the parents, really. It's a man, for her able to just say what she said and do what she did then, it's pretty crazy. She's very sure of herself to be able to, you know, not go off on one of that. Anna still insists on calling me master. I tried telling her not to, but she's a stubborn one. Eventually I stopped wasting my breath. It looks like someone's ready for a class promotion indeed. I was wondering if there was any more goodies, first of all, but it looks like, for the most part, that nothing has returned. The lever's not there, so I can't get promotions on certain people. And I'm definitely not getting any more quietuses unless I, like, grind like mad. Okay, we have one more class promotion upwards at this point. There's not been any mental mob battles today, no. Because it's been taken over by all of our other stuff. I'm not sure you're getting promoted anymore. Right, well, let's have a look around. Maxwell could go up and learn Revive in the end. We did see that. Still don't have a clue what Traverse is because he hasn't got to that yet. Level 27. Zana, did we see what you get? Rite of Luck. Does that just make everyone on the battlefield very lucky at the point in time? His defenses ain't bad. Endless Speech for you. Free. Locked level 34. That's a really late game ability. So you get Desperate Evasion. So when your HP is low, your evasion goes up. Not bad. Izana gets a cool new color scheme, but we saw that. I didn't check it before, though. Most people get the cool color scheme. Swift End, 33. Flanagan gets Safe Haven. Can't see what that is yet. Medina gets Lady Luck, which is a passive. Unfortunately, this does not upgrade her speed. Luck, physical defense, and strength. I mean, at least she could actually get that sometime soon. Medina, I'm thinking, will be kind of a crazy new favorite unit very shortly. Stardust is an ability. Oh, Heart Stealer. That's from normal. So, wait, what's that? That's probably Temptation, I take it. Same as, you know, Lionel has. With Inciting Whispers, maybe. Don't know if that'll do any damage or anything, but being able to tempt someone as well could be really good. Depends on her chance for it. Depends on her overall luck chance. Be nice to know what Stardust was, but at level 33, it's a while off till we think about what we want to do there. And now I've had extending your reach. So I don't really know what to do for a lot of the people's abilities at the moment. You get your TP on ice, which is actually pretty good. I mean, I guess I haven't done Serenoa yet. So you get Magic Ablaze, which is all a bit, you know, you have to stand there and take damage to get it. You get fight or flight. Serenoa getting stats isn't bad, but I don't like shielding stats. I don't know if I should go with Anna or Serenoa. Anna might be a bit more because of the whole taking cover mechanic and all. There must be someone whose, like, promotion, again, outweighs the rest. But then I'd have to use them regularly as well. So it's basically Serenoa. Or Anna. I think I might go with Anna. She gains a fair bit more stats. And she had a bad time. She's going to become a master assassin.
I await your orders.
She at least gets her passive. So now she does increased damage while taking cover. Now, I'm pretty sure that just means when you pop out of it, so the first attack, and the second attack probably loses the buff. But if it keeps the buff, that would be pretty good. I'd like that. Equally, with the wording, you kind of wonder if like that increases the poison damage while you're taking cover. But it's probably not that. It's not that kind of verbiage. Poor Anna got wrecked, so she's getting a promotion herself. Poor Anna. Once the war's over, you will be needing coin from reconstruction. That will be Lionel's time to shine. Leave all matters of money to him. So nothing new has come up to buy. I'm sold out of ranged recovery pellets. Maybe I should buy some large ranged HP recovery pellets. It's 120 after all. But what I should probably buy is buy out these. So all the superior stuff is bought at this juncture. Let's say there's air and evasion stuff up. I don't know if you want to stack that on people who do good evasion. Not really bought too many things after all. I'll buy 2 of these. Lower myself to 22k. I need to keep some certain amounts of money here. Milo's in here now. You came to see me. How kind of you, my lord. I know you have your doubts about me, but rest assured that once I make a decision, I see it through to the end. It must be fate that brought us together. So why don't we enjoy the time we have in one another's company? Milo, you know, your soldiers haven't stopped staring at me since the first day I arrived. Don't they know a stolen glance could get them killed on the battlefield? Okay, look, stop threatening people. It's not good. So the only upgrade we have at the moment that can be put onto someone is with Corentin. He luckily has a parchment, so I may as well just upgrade his weapon. To the max stage, deal ice-type damage to all enemies within range and freeze the ground, reaches further and deals greater damage than icy breath. That's 2 superior fiber to get you there. So what are the things we need? Exotic flower. I want to see yours. You need diamond. Electrum. I might just get one on the battlefield as a thing, so I don't want to keep spending. And you need Sacred Bow. I'd be interested in finding out what a lot of their stuff is, but I think considering that unlocks another magic tier, that would be... well, it'd be one of these 2 regardless. Because that's going to be magic plus 2 at least. And then on top of that, this looks pretty good. Don't know what that is, but if I am getting a temptation ability and I can improve it, then I feel like I should do that. Exotic flower and a sacred bow. Do I bother buying or not? So, Dore is Minister of Religion now, is he? Oh, he and I have history. Tell me! Don't just leave it at that. So I do have enough for Electrum, for a thingy. I do have enough. I can't buy a Sacred Bow, but I can buy an exotic flower. I guess I'll leave it for now. Though I am very tempted. Oh, I didn't check if there was a manual bell. You fool, Sam. That will affect our planning, after all. Alright, I don't know what I'll do if Eridor goes and dies on me. After all, where would I find a customer as good as him? Look, just commit. Yeah, we got another one. It is a desperate assault. So we've got that one to do first before we do anything. But we can check out a little bit more of the story before we begin it. Because things are still shaping up after all. The Saintly Seven gather all the Hierophants... Well, gather at the Hierophant's place without Sereno. I was going to say, with Sereno, without. What's your option here?
Glenbrook has withdrawn from the sanctions and reopened trade with us.
King Roland is truly a man of his word.
Furthermore, during the battle for the Crown City, our forces sustained nary a scratch, while the Aesfrosti were all but crushed. We could not have asked for a more auspicious outcome.
An outcome that would not have been possible without the Elfric we supplied them. Still, Minister Serenoa and House Wolffort must be given credit for aiding in our victory.
Minister Exham, how strange to hear you lavish such praise upon another.
I am only speaking truth. Leaving Minister Serenoa in Glenbrook's hands is unwise.
I agree. As one of the Saintly Seven, he belongs here with us.
Of course. We shall bring him under our thumb. The Holy One has plans for the young lord. Making him our creature has the added benefit of bringing his entire domain under Hyzantian rule.
But I doubt His Majesty will be so willing to part with him.
Oh, indeed. And yet King Roland owes us a great debt, which will be all the greater after we help him rebuild the Crown City. We will so overwhelm him with generosity, he will be unable to refuse us anything.
So, you mean to seize Glenbrook as well, Minister Edor? Somehow I am unsurprised.
I seek nothing more than to spread the goddess's grace and wisdom to Glenbrook and even Aesfrost, until her divine protection shelters Norzelia in its entirety. That is what the goddess desires, and therefore, what the Hierophant desires as well.
Better just be like a wooden dummy behind that thing. But yeah, calling me their creature was a bit... Right, before we take on our mental mob battle then, let's get one more character story out of the way. Nav heals an injured child with his grandfather's magic. I'm a creature.
Damn it all. At this rate, I'll never come close to carrying on Grandfather's legacy. Maybe I was never destined to be a great mage after all.
Ow! It hurts!
Oh no, the poor child's fallen.
Hey there, are you hurt?
Ow! It hurts so bad I can't even stand!
Not to worry. I'll fix you right up, so dry those tears.
Really?
Yup. The pain will disappear like magic. You'll see.
Wow! It doesn't hurt anymore. Thank you, sir! Grandma, look! My leg's all better now!
Well, I'll be. Thank you so much for healing my grandson.
You don't need to thank me. This is nothing.
Those robes. You wouldn't happen to be a student of the Archmage Grand Dante, would you?
You know my grandfather?
Oh, of course I do. What a great man he was, always using his magic to help those in need, much like you. I was just one of many whose lives he saved. Why, that was over 30 years ago. I lost my house to the fires of war and nearly my life along with it. But he quenched the flames with his spellcraft and healed my burns. Had it not been for the Archmage Grandante, I would not be here today. I am forever in his debt.
Even though Grandfather's name was erased from Hyzante's records, his memory lives on in the people he helped.
It sounds like he was a truly amazing man indeed. And I know he would be proud of you for following in his footsteps.
Do you really think so?
I do. And I have no doubt that one day you will restore the glory to your grandfather's name. No matter what the Ministry does to erase his existence, his spirit lives on through you.
Right. But I must keep practicing, that I might help even more people with my spells. Just watch me, Grandfather. I'll restore the honor of your name if it's the last thing I do.
Does make me wonder if there'll be more based on that. Right then, so before we continue our story further, with 2 character stories remaining, it's time for a Middlemark battle. It's been a while since we've done one. So here we go. Who do we take? Ain't that a question? Who goes where, doing what, when, who, what? Chapter 16. We don't even have parts on this, so by the look of it, it's this talking and then straight to battle. Alright then, brawl is strictly forbidden in my tavern. Anyone breaks that rule, they get tossed down in the cold. I don't care who they are. What'll it be today? A desperate assault, that's what it'll be. Climb the valley walls and defeat the enemy general. Take care to avoid ranged attacks from the troops on the ridges and beware strikes from troops riding hawks. So, sword troops with hawks? There's at least one bow troop with hawk looking at that picture. The general's on the end and it's the spy guy, isn't it? He says, looking at the small image. Svarog's guard / spy, right? It's breezy. It is. He's just a mercenary at the moment. That's definitely him. Alright, he has a longsword. He can raise morale and can deal heavy damage to a single enemy but with a low chance of success. All or nothing. So it's more or less what Lionel has as an ability. High physical defense, lower magical defense. We can cut through that with either Nav or Izana with their defense destroying things. Most other guys are hawk riding. His blinding arrow. And we have people who are weak to fire and wind. And there's one that's ice and wind. Wind is generally the same one, basically. So they're all weak to wind. One of them is here. One of them is at the front. Or 2 of them at the front. And we're allowed 12 deployed units. See? That's what I like. Extra space. I was going to say, is there any way to climb up here? Yes. Can get quite a lot of movement on. So ideally, it's actually near impossible to climb up here unless you use Yens, and then you can, or Yens, and then you can at least use a ladder to get up. The question, you can use like Milo's step, you can use Anna to go up there too. So with that in mind, I guess like that. And of course you can go through the middle. That's where you'll end up facing that kind of stuff. Essentially, we need to take out the battle mages first and foremost. They've got silence on them as the annoying thing. I mean, I think this is a fairly good squad for that side. And then this is the more I actually have to climb up side. So I'd put like Eridor in the center. Zana's in, Medina's in. Oh, we want one of Gila or Medina on the other side, of course. I think I'll have you there like that for now. Benedict can basically move between the lot. And I guess it's the option, do I want Nav or Corentin instead of maybe Roland? Now, Roland, you can come in. I'll let you fight, Roland. I'm a good boy like that. You can fight alongside your master, in fact. How do I actually I can do the accessories with me, good. I was wondering if I could or not. It seems I can reach in just about fine. May as well give you something, right? Oh, I've just put it on the same spot twice. Better to have items than not. I mean, of course you could use Ian's. But on the right side, we have 3 people that can jump upwards. Then a couple of guys to do the center. And on top of that, we have Frederica who can fire upwards to an extent.
I'll take you on! Push on through!
Up to the left looks like the less spell-dominated side after all.
I will end this.
Okay, in terms of surmounting and getting up then.
Ha!
We can go upwards.
You won't catch me.
But yeah, there's not many other places for us to go to.
Choices, choices.